Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at a fragrance from the Art of Shaving. This one is called Sandalwood and Cypress. I actually got 5 samples of this one off of eBay a long time ago, and I finally decided to give it a try and give my thoughts on it. This one came out in 2016, classified as a woody spicy, and contains top notes of bergamot and chamomile, heart notes of cardamom, cumin, black pepper, pink pepper, and laurel leaf, base notes of sandalwood, cedarwood, alubinum, styrax, guyakwood, and cypress. So this one, as the name implies, very woody fragrance. My understanding is that this may be the replacement for the original sandalwood fragrance that had been a big part of the Art of Shaving's fragrance lineup for a long time, and then it was discontinued. I reviewed that one from a decant. Very tempted to pick up a bottle of that one when it was really cheap after discontinuation. I think you could have bought that one for about $20, $25 at one point. But this one is a little bit different than the original sandalwood. The original sandalwood, I believe, had like a eucalyptus sandalwood mix, which was pretty nice. Classy sandalwood with eucalyptus. This one also has a lot of sandalwood, but it's balanced out with other woody notes like the cypress. Some people say the cypress gives it a bit of a pine-like nuance. And there's some guyakwood in here. I think the guyakwood is what helps give the fragrance a little bit of a boost in terms of performance as well. I don't really get much in the way of spices here. The spices seem to be very understated, but there are a lot of spices mentioned here like peppers and cumin, cardamom. I don't really get much of that. I do get a little bit of the bergamot. Gives it a citric freshness and some leafy green tones as well from the chamomile and the laurel leaf. So I find this one to be quite pleasant as just a daily wear fragrance for fans of woody fragrances, specifically sandalwood. A little bit different than your typical sandalwood. I think a lot of the sandalwoods out there are basically sandalwood and vanilla. This one goes a different route, and it works quite well. You should give it a try if you can get this one somehow. You can still find bottles relatively cheap, not maybe as cheap as they used to be. I believe some people said they picked this one up at TJ Maxx really cheap at one point. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but you can still find these bottles on eBay and stuff like that. So the image I get here, it doesn't really remind me of like a woody outside fragrance. This one to me has more of like an indoorsy woodiness to it. I imagine me and my wife, or maybe we're looking at houses one day. We walk inside this new house. You know, there's a lot of wood paneling, wood furniture around the house. It's been freshly dusted and cleaned. Really nice, pristine looking woody house inside. Maybe got some green potted plants on the floor, big leafy potted plants. That's kind of the effect that I get. Maybe other people would say it's an outdoorsy scent, but definitely woody, fresh, green, slightly citrusy. And I have gotten a couple compliments on this one, mostly from guys. I think 2 of my male co-workers told me they liked this one. I actually gave one of my male co-workers a sample, and he's considering maybe picking up a bottle. The other guy said he liked it, but I didn't give him a sample. I only have so many samples to give away, right? So let's get into some final thoughts on this one. Smell, I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. A solid sandalwood scent that fans of barbershop sandalwood fragrances should try if they can. Projection longevity, 7.5 out of 10. Usually when I put this one on and come to work, people can immediately pick up on it, especially the first hour or so. And it does linger for a while. I think, like I said, the guyakwood helps give it a little bit of boost in that performance aspect. So 7.5 out of 10 for performance. Uniqueness, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 because this one does combine sandalwood with some notes that you don't typically see even mentioned with any fragrances. When's the last time you saw chamomile, laurel leaf mentioned as a fragrance note? So, yeah, it does give it a unique spin. Price point, you can get the 1 ounce bottles for about $40, 100 ml around $80. I would check eBay if you're interested in this particular fragrance. So my overall thought and score, 7.5 out of 10. A solid fragrance. I probably won't be purchasing this one because to me it's a nice fragrance, but it just has that signature scent feel to it. It doesn't come across as a kind of fragrance that somebody with a large collection would maybe go for. But if you're just looking for a specific pleasant everyday sandalwood, definitely consider getting this one and see what you think. So those are my thoughts on Sandalwood and Cypress from the Art of Shaving. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.